Hello everyone. So this is Jermaine. I am from Glamorous Acres Farm, and go ahead and like and subscribe if you want to see our content. So a little bit about me. We're moving from New York to New York, New Jersey to Florida, and so come and follow our journey. We'll be starting a farm. We'll have all the mangoes, all the tropical fruits that you like. We'll be selling that there. We'll be doing plants as well as fruits. So we're leaving to come to Florida to start a tropical farm, just to grow everything that we cannot eat. Yeah. So today I wanted to come to you guys with a video on some of the things that I wish I knew before moving to Florida, and maybe you could see if this is something that you would you could see if that could help you in a decision moving to Florida. So some things I wish I knew. So I love heat. So I was really getting tired of having to spend winters in the New York area, because it just became cold, and I always had to have jacket, and I was not even dressing for winter anymore. If you knew me, you knew that I wore flip-flops. Like, I refused to wear boots because I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be this cold. So just moving to Miami is great because I could wear flip-flops all year and I'll be fine. The weather's nice. The weather's beautiful. It's nice and warm. So I love that it's hotter than New York, especially during the winter. Although I don't mind New York for fall, spring, and summer. It's just winter I hate. So I love fall and spring in New York. It's not to me, my perfect weather would be fall and spring. But I'll do Miami because at least it's hot. I don't have to do winter. So that's my tolerance for heat. Like, I prefer fall and spring. However, I love Miami because in winter, when I left New York a couple of days ago to head to Miami, it was 20 degrees. When I got to Miami, within one day, it was 86 degrees during the day, and it became like 70 degrees at night. Like, what? I was like, oh my God, I love this. I love that it's hot. Also, I love that they have so many nice beaches. And also, we're able to find a great beach for our dog. We have a cockapoo, and I just felt it very difficult to find a beach in New York. I don't know if they actually ticket you, but I know everywhere I was looking, they were like, yeah, if you bring your dog to this beach, you'll be ticketed. So I couldn't really take him to the beach. I like to take my dog to the beach because then the salt water is good for their skin. So I love that I was able to find that in Miami. Okay. Also, I love that you could grow whatever you want. Tropical plants. So I was able to grow like mangoes and sugar cane and coconuts, whatever I like. I'm able to grow it in Miami. Cherries and watermelons. I love watermelon. So I'm able to grow that in Miami. So I absolutely love that. So for me, these are the likes for me. Those are the likes. But those are very important likes. And I mean, they also have a nice beach life. So if you like that, you could always go downtown, and it's fun. It's a fun state to be in. For me, I mean, I did not like that. I thought, years ago when I was looking, the rent was so reasonable in Miami. Now, after COVID, you cannot find a one bedroom under $1,500. And that's a one bedroom without a kitchen. A one bedroom is like $2,000. That is New York prices to me. Like, Miami, when did you become this expensive? Well, not only even Miami. It's Miami, it's Fort Lauderdale, it's West Palm Beach, it's Homestead. I've been looking and I have not been able to find something reasonable. So we've been staying in Airbnbs, but that is kind of expensive. So we need to find something that kind of works. So we may just do an RV, because I will not, my conscience will not allow me to spend $2,000 on a one bedroom. Especially, I need a lot of space. I have to store a lot of things. A one bedroom is not big enough. So yeah, so I hate that the rent has gone up. Also, you have to drive. So if you come from a city that you do not drive in, then know that you will be driving in Miami or in Florida. So in New York, there's trains, there's buses, they go everywhere. You could walk, you could bicycle, you could do that in New York. You pretty much may need a car in Miami. So that's one of the things that I didn't like. Although I drive, so I don't like driving in new cities, so it's gonna take a little getting used to, but I'll be fine. I mean, I drove for the first time a couple of days ago, and I loved it. It was fine, and I will do a lot more driving. The area I'm in, there's not a whole lot of traffic, so I'm able to do that without an issue. So that's one of the things that I hate, that the rent went up. But if you compare it to the other cities, it's probably comparable. But I just didn't, knowing how cheap it was to how expensive it got within 2 years, that to me was like, oh my God. So it is, you need to, the rents are high, you need to drive everywhere. The traffic is a lot too, so they do get a lot of traffic. So things are kind of deceiving. You think like, oh, Fort Lauderdale is right next to Miami, it's half an hour. It takes about an hour with traffic. So literally, whenever we're trying to get everywhere, it was taking us an hour to get anywhere. So I hated that. When I'm in New York, I could get somewhere in half an hour, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. I know how to do it where the traffic from the morning subsides, so I could get somewhere in half an hour. Here, I didn't get the impression that it was the case. Like, everywhere is just really like an hour away. So I didn't like that. Also, where we got our land, it's a very Spanish area. It's a very nice area. It's just that most people around me speak mainly Spanish. I met 3 of my neighbors. One speak perfect English, so we had a really good conversation. Another one, both she and her husband, none of them could speak English. I couldn't speak Spanish, so we tried our best. And then another one, I had to pull out the Google Translate. So this just forces me to learn Spanish so that I could interact better with my neighbors. So I hate that I don't know Spanish to be in the area I'm in. But that's not how all of Miami is. That's just the area that I'm in. Where I'm at, that's most of my neighbors are Spanish. But honestly, I don't interact that much with my neighbors now where I live. So I don't think that'll be an issue. Like, I'll probably never really see them. I like to be busy, and we travel a lot. So I don't expect that to be an issue, because I'm not really going to be conversing with them a lot. I mean, they're nowhere around my age group. They're doing their own thing. But I do feel like some contractors that I am going to be working with, though, they are going to be speaking Spanish. So I'm going to either sort out someone that I'm able to communicate with, or try to do the right thing and learn a little more Spanish. But other than that, what else? So these are some of the things that I came up with. Do I regret doing it? Oh, hurricanes. So I know in Florida, they do get a lot of hurricanes. Well, they get hurricanes. But I grew up in the islands. When you get a hurricane, you pretty much have to stay in that island. But at least with Miami, where I am, if I know a hurricane is coming, I could head up to New York. I could head up to Atlanta. I could run away from the hurricane, and once it's gone, I could come back. So although that's a disadvantage, that's something I feel like I can handle. Although, with the farm, that may have some impacts on the plants, or it may have impacts on the house, but that's what insurance will be for. So I'm hoping that insurance won't be too much. But other than that, guys, I mean, I do not regret doing it. I love the heat. I love being in my